Thailand begins mass inoculations today using the AstraZeneca shot. The government has received 1.8 million doses of the vaccine out of an expected 6 million that will arrive this month.
The country has already begun vaccinating frontline workers using the Sinovac jab, but senior citizens and people with underlying conditions will be inoculated before the shot is open to those between 18 to 59 years of age.
Thailand has been battling a third wave of infections. Saksit Sambut tells us the government has been heavily criticized for its slow rollout of its inoculation campaign.
After much anticipation and a lot of uncertainty, Thailand is finally starting its mass vaccination drive on this Monday. And in the eyes of many, it couldn't come soon enough. The country is struggling to contain a much more violent virus wave since April, with thousands of new cases and dozens of deaths on a daily basis. While vaccines have been administered here since late February, mostly to medical staff, frontline workers and other people deemed at risk, about 4 million people have received at least one jab. That is only 6% of the population. These two factors have left Thais very anxious that the pandemic here won't be over anytime soon. And that is why the government of Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has been criticized for its vaccine policy, for being too slow to secure enough doses, too opaque about its plans, and also for being too reliant on the domestic production of AstraZeneca vaccines. Prime Minister Prayut himself has refuted the allegations and has repeatedly assured that everything will be on schedule.
ปัญหาก็คือเขาจะขายวัคซีนเราเท่าไหร่ปัญหาไม่ใช่เราไม่มีเงินซื้อวัคซีนมีมากให้มากเราก็ซื้อมากมันขึ้นอยู่บริษัทใหญ่เขาบริหารแต่วันนี้ก็ยืนยันว่าเราได้วัคซีนเข้ามาแน่นอนในเดือนมิถุนายนเนี่ยAstraZenecaก็เข้ามา
These AstraZeneca vaccines are being manufactured by a company called Siam Bioscience, which is owned by the king. Not much was known about them, not much was heard about them over the past few months about their production, but then suddenly, just days before the scheduled rollout, Siam Bioscience sent us this footage of the first lot leaving the factory. A total of 61 million doses are expected to be delivered by them by the end of the year. There are still some questions about distribution within the country, as some provinces are still waiting to receive their deliveries. Health officials say it's mostly dependent on where the pandemic is currently the most virulent.
ในบางพื้นที่เมื่อมีการระบาดในโรงงานบ้างในแคมป์ก่อสร้างบ้างคนงานที่ไม่ได้ทำงานก็กลับไปในภูมิลำเนานะครับก็ไปเกิดการแพร่ระบาดของโรคนะครับดังนั้นพื้นที่ที่ระบาดก็จะต้องได้รับการป้องกันโรคนะครับเพื่อว่าจะได้เป็นประโยชน์กับพื้นที่อื่นส่วนจังหวัดที่ยังไม่มีการระบาดที่อยู่ห่างไกลออกไปนะครับก็จะได้วัคซีนในสัดส่วนที่น้อยกว่าแต่ก็จะได้ครบทุกคนในที่สุดนะครับในระยะเวลาประมาณ 4-6 เดือนข้างหน้านะครับ
The goal by the government is to inoculate at least 50 million people by the end of the year. It is also expected that by that point there will be more vaccine options available other than Sinovac and AstraZeneca. Now, if everything goes according to plan, it will mark a turning point in Thailand's struggle against the pandemic, and it will move the country closer to restart its vital tourism industry. Saktit Sambut, CNA Bangkok.